Oh, my biscuit. What the biscuit? Well, continuation. I'm almost done with this morning. So I'm just out here again. Like I was saying earlier, I have this habit where I write to oh, brother Jordan, yes, let's go. I already started. I've got a couple more miles to go. And this morning is sort of just one of those days, you know. I have this habit every morning to where I write to every part of my body. You know, with my opposite hand, any part of my body that comes into my mind, I write to it because I see it as a God. I write to my spine. I literally speak to them. You know, because that way I get to communicate with them. And I'm doing this when I'm actually stretching and doing the yoga. Brother Jordan, you inspired me, my brother. I love you, man. And like I was saying, I literally do this when I'm writing, when I'm doing the yoga. So I write to my brain. Whatever comes into my mind, I write to it because I see my whole body as God. The veins. It is funny, myself included, sometimes I barely look at my abdomen. So I have this habit of breathing in to every single part of my body every morning, just to speak to myself, to let my body know I'm actually here, because we are actually being taught all the time to actually look outside of ourselves. We never truly take time to actually look within us and actually realize that we are that maker. We are that intellect. We are that conscious. So for me, writing to myself allows me to even understand myself more beyond imagination. As you can see, this is where it all started. That's why I love coming into nature. So when I'm on my feet like this, so I'm just sort of thinking about all those things, just writing to my feet, writing. And what I've done is I've known how to speak to my body, because my body is God. Can you imagine you spend years writing essays to a professor, well, you barely write to your brain, your eyes. Yeah, your eyes that let you see, your throat that lets you breathe, your feet that moves, all these little things that which I call abundance, because if any of this thing goes wrong, that's when we begin to realize, oh snap. But the truth is, writing to them every morning, and you could actually write to your body and it will heal itself. And I'm just a living example of it. I write to myself till it begins to heal. I speak to my spine so much. I literally wanted to, I also speak to my brain every morning. Anything that I want to know, I just write to my brain, please teach me. And what I begin to realize, my brain begins to speak to me, and I find out I'm doing things unconsciously. Because right into your brain, right into your mind every morning, your body will speak to you. Your brain especially. If you want to learn anything, just write to your brain and just begin to start it. And you will realize that your brain will actually come and speak to you. So literally, everything that we need on this planet is within us. Nobody can teach you about your higher self. Any philosophy or any school that doesn't teach you to go within yourself is a questionable entity, I call it. Because you got to question these things, because the whole idea about consciousness is the ability to remind somebody to actually look within themselves. All you have to look is at the bottom of your feet. The drawings in it. It is connected to your heart, everything. So lately, as I begin to sit down more and meditate more and let gravity pull me, so when gravity pulls me, it pulls me into this joy mode. So I've been out since 5 o'clock or 4:30 this morning. That's when I got started. And just coming out here, man, and just being part of nature. I just love it. I just love it. I like the scenery right here because I always hear people talk about consciousness a lot. And also another thing too, I hear all these things about Atlanta. Atlanta is this. No, there's a lot of conscious people here in Atlanta. Anytime somebody comes down here and talk about that Atlanta people are fake, no, they actually attracted what they want. Always look at their looks, how they portray themselves, because to actually come down to Georgia and talk about how bad it is, because in every culture, everywhere you are, there's good and bad. And nature gave us an opportunity. Whatever you attract, whatever you speak out, you bring to you. So I always believe black women are beautiful. None of that. There's women who are gold diggers and all that, because you know what, at the end of the day, there's different type of women. There are women that like you for what you have, and so are men too. And there's also women who like you for what you don't have. So it is in all that, and I think all that energy that we put outside about women, about people here in general, there's fake people this, fake people that. No, it isn't that. It is you attract those things, because nobody talks about Atlanta being the home of the civil rights movement. And mind you, most of us, if it wasn't for Atlanta, Georgia, we'd still be at the back of the bus. So those kind of things, when people begin to talk all that negativity about Atlanta, Georgia, and I'm not saying there's no things, such a thing, but the thing is, there's a yin and a yang. It is absolutely impossible for things to be just bad. It has to be a balance. So when we put all these things, because every time we put anything negative about Georgia, they share it all over social media. They get likes, but we have to get that energy back. We have to say positive things about Georgia. Look at this beautiful place right here. So for all, and I'm saying this, I'm not even from here, so but I call here home now. And I realized that on these parts of mine, from traveling so much, your home is truly your heart. Because a lot of us actually think when we pick up our bags and run away and move, that life is going to get our biscuit with us. It never stops following us. So once you realize that you are the creator, you are that energy, you are that home, no matter where you run, you find that peace inside of you. So let me go ahead and finish this easy 26 miles. You know, I'm just rumbling my mouth, but I think that negativity needs to stop about Georgia, about the men in Georgia, women in Georgia. No, you attract what you look for. Georgia is beautiful. That's all I want to hear. So I'm going to say happy Saturday. And I always say, if a woman can push out a baby, I can run 26 miles every biscuit day. One love, Brother Jordan. Love you. Ashe. Odabo.